Stranger Things. So, guys, we have a very small teaser release date for Stranger Things season 5, a new image as well. This was a very small. It had a lot of clips from the first few seasons. Obviously,
Yep.
like not a lot of the new stuff. Obviously, you get uh, the mom Joyce Byers with a big axe. So there's gonna be some action. There's gonna be some sort of what are they gonna even do with this huge volcano of the Upside Down erupting into the Earth? Guys, how'd you feel about it? Are you excited?
Run! That's what they're gonna do.
It was kind of my fault. I thought I saw the trailer. It was practically a clip show, and I just kind of was like, "Oh, this sucks." And I fast forwarded to the end to see the date reveal, and then I saw there were actually a bunch of clips, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
here we go."
yeah. It did seem like it was kind of a retrospective at first.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how are we gonna, it's all started with you, Will Byers.
What are these little kids gonna do? These new little kids, like, and their adult friends that went into the Upside Down. I don't know. Are these just cannon fodder? Just
They're
throw
adult
'em-
friends that are supposed to be in middle school.
Yeah, they're supposed to be in middle school, but they're played by 25-year-olds.
Well, it looks like we have some new characters here, so I hope they keep up the Stranger Things tradition of introduce a new character, kill a new character,
Nice.
and let the core
Yeah.
cast stay on like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wonder how are they going to top the last season was pretty freaking epic. I really enjoyed it, honestly.
We'll see,
But
yeah.
this is
We can.
how they're going to spread these episodes out. The first 4 episodes will drop on November 26th. That's this year, right? Crazy.
Which that's probably near Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah. The next 3 will drop on December 25th. So literally Christmas Day we'll get 3 episodes, a little present for us, Wade and Jake. And then
Nice.
also the final episode will premiere on December 31st. So they're splitting it in 3 things, 7 episodes, and then it's done? Man.
I wonder if they'll be like an hour or 2 hours each. How they
Apparently
do that.
it's like
it's
3
like
mo-
basically a
appar-
movie to define as the season
Didn't they
finale.
say that the final season is like 4 feature-length movies, apparently?
I don't believe it.
What?
Yeah, it's so funny because it sounds like a joke, but I mean, the season 4 finale was literally 2.5 hours and longer
it
than
was
most.
literally a movie to finish it.
Stranger Things, I just saw it's actually not the most popular Disney Plus. It's not Disney Plus. Netflix show now. There's a few above it. There's Adolescence, and there's another one above that as well, which I've never even heard of. Adolescence.
Well,
before,
Adolescence is new this year, so I wonder if they're like taking data from the past like 12 calendar months. Because of course nobody's
Interesting.
watching Stranger Things.
Yeah, that doesn't make any
That's true.
sense.
They haven't made a new episode in 3 years, so.
Yeah. But yeah, this is crazy. I don't really. Maybe it looks like they're using Will as a plot device. He's connected and he can stop. He can stop the Demogorgons. Maybe he can stop
The Mind Flayer.
the Mind Flayer.
I wonder if we'll get another
Vecna.
trailer before this drops.
I think we definitely
Likely,
will.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. It better be epic. We better see Steve Harrington going baller. But, I think the military's got to get involved. I don't know how they stop
it's
this.
getting to the point where it's Hawkins has had
kids aren't
enough
doing
here.
anything,
It's like world-ending stuff going on. So
Exactly.
I have
Well-
to say, guys, I'm really almost shockingly in the same spot that I was before season 4, which is like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But yet I felt the same way at season 4. I was like,
yeah,
I'll watch it. I'll get to it. And then I watched it and I was like, this was like excellent like storytelling. I was like, they out
Yeah.
themselves at every turn. I was like, I'm so back in, and yet here I am in the same spot being like, yeah, I'll watch it.
well, it was so many years ago, so it's
I'm hoping-
understandable.
Season 4 was epic, dude. Jeez Louise. And I was not
I know.
expecting that. I've watched season 4 twice now. And
They really did a
Man.
great job of making that season everything that it should have been. And it definitely felt like a lot of setup for this season too. So I'm assuming that they broke the story back to back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so I'm hoping that this kind of continues that trend, and I'm surprised by what I see.
And I'm excited Sean Levy's directing a lot of the episodes apparently. So, he's going to bring that childlike wonder / horror. You know how he does. So, sweet guys. Anything else on Stranger Things? Or else we'll move on.
I think we're good.
All right, sweet. Wicked for Good. Jacob,
Wicked.
your favorite movie of 2024 is coming back
Guys, I'm telling you,
November 21st.
this movie's gonna make $1 billion. Call it right now. Mark my words.
$1
You
billion?
think?
This is $1 billion movie. I
No
guarantee it.
way.
Yep.
Well, Jake, here's my question. Since they already kind of did the mic drop of Defying Gravity, do you think it won't be as good, or is there more? Is there more mic
I don't
drop
know. Cam, have
songs?
you heard that For Good song?
No, is that their next song?
I
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good
Cam.
song.
So when we were in high school, our concert choir, which was like the top choir,
Yeah.
you had to like try out to get into and that kind of stuff. They would always like at like around graduation time or near the end of the year or something, they would sing For Good, and it gave me chills every time. So like
Oh.
in the trailer when she's singing it, I was like, okay, I mean that's pretty good. That song is For Good.
It's the because that's the last song of Act Two. So spoiler, that's the end of the movie.
Ah.
And so it doesn't end on an insane high note like the first act did. But what's going to be really cool here is that the first movie, the first act of the Broadway play, is pretty much just an origin story for most of these characters. The first act, the first movie ends with Elphaba becoming the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda becoming the Wizard's Good Witch, and so it's pretty much
Mm.
a clean origin story in of itself. You guys all saw it, the second act,
It mixes in the Wizard of Oz,
yeah,
right?
the second act is practically a remake of the Wizard of Oz.
Mm.
Oh.
So that's going to
Well, okay. So yeah, that's what I saw. They had like the lion and in the four and
Mhm.
with Dorothy. So yeah, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so pretty much, actually, I'd say the second half of the second act is all the events of the Wizard of Oz told from the point of view of Elphaba and Glinda, because both of them are really not really in the Wizard of Oz that much. I mean,
Right.
Glinda's in like 2 scenes, I think, and
Yeah.
Elphaba is just in her castle in like 2 or 3 scenes at the end, pretty much. So it tells all of those events from their point of view and flips the entire thing on its head. It's really cool. And I think there's a lot of complaints about when it's on stage. So on stage, the show is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and the second act is only an hour. The first act is an hour and 40 minutes. So the second act speed runs these events of like the Wizard of Oz, song, event, song, event, song, event, and then it's done.
Mm.
Odds are this is going to be another close to 3 hour movie, and they're really going to flesh it out. And I
Do you
think
think
it's
they're going
going
to
to.
show some of that old movie a little bit, like in their own reimagining? Obviously.
I think so. On stage, what happens is Dorothy is completely off stage, and the only time you ever see her is an offhand stage person throws the bucket of water on the Wicked Witch at the end.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but we've already seen in the trailer that she's in multiple scenes in the movie, so
Yeah, I
definitely looks
can't
like,
believe they got Judy Garland back. That's crazy.
yeah, and the fact that they cloned her is just ridiculous. So the fact that she's going to be in multiple scenes in the movie makes me think they're adding a lot and pretty much going to tackle the whole Wizard of Oz story with this new worldview. So it's really cool. The songs are going to be awesome. I think the recordings of them in the trailer sounded great. So what they did for this trailer, they had like a re-release of Wicked like yesterday or 2 days ago, I think, and they were like the exclusive premiere of the trailer is going to be at this re-release of the first movie. So they showed the first movie in theaters, and then after the movie, they showed the trailer for this one. And I've seen videos from theaters that were sold out with people like cheering and crying over the trailer for the new
Oh
movie, and
my!
it's gonna be an event.
A
I can't
billion
wait.
dollars
I
though.
think it's gonna make $1 billion.
Well, to quote an infamous line from our very own podcast from Elijah Smith, "Wicked sucks." Jake, what's your response to that?
No,
I'm
he's
not
right.
saying that, but
No, he's right. Yeah, that's right. Whatever.
no, Jake, no.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, he's right.
Uh,
No, good point. Duh. Yeah, of course. No, you're right. Yeah.
No, you love it, Jake. That's okay. It's okay to like it.
Oh no, it's I cannot wait. I'm probably
know,
gonna
man.
see it. I'm probably gonna see it twice with friends and with my family when I'm home for Thanksgiving. I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice, dude.
Cool.
Sweet. My daughter loved the first one, but she only caught the last song, obviously. But she was crying.
To be fair, that was the best part.
My 2-year-old was crying. So
Hmm.
yeah. All right. With that done, let's move on to our next topic: Alien Earth. And this trailer was interesting. I mean, this is a TV show. It's gonna be on Hulu and FX. And we got our cast. We got Sydney Chandler as Wendy, Timothy Oliphant as Kirsch, Alex Lothar, the guy from Andor season 1, as CJ, and then a strew of other cast as well. But yeah, so that's kind of the main. Timothy Oliphant, really like him as an actor, honestly. So I'm pretty hyped for this trailer, guys. How'd you feel about this? Aliens seems like they're crash landing on Earth, but it's also like in the jungle. There's some classic tropes. Maybe a mix of Predator style, maybe almost like the Predator movies. How'd you guys feel about this?
I thought it looked really cool. I was impressed. I mean, I knew it was going to be a TV show, so my budget expectations were kind of low, but I thought it looked really well shot, and it's going to
Yeah.
be pretty interesting, I think.
I like how they're like delving into like, oh, there's 5 different species of this kind of alien that we're working on this laboratory, so
it
we're
does
getting
look
like
different.
lore inside,
Yeah.
with this good action show. So
And we're getting into the cyborgs a little bit. How a human can transfer their consciousness into a what are they called again in the alien world?
synth.
Android.
An android or Jake?
What
What
do
do
you
they
say,
call them?
Jacob?
They call them synths sometimes too.
Synths. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, synthezoids, whatever. So very interesting. I'm pretty hyped for this. It is kind of like the end of Alien Resurrections, where don't they crash land on Earth, bringing an alien to
Yeah,
Earth or
there
something?
was supposed to be a sequel to that, but Sigourney Weaver did not want to do it because it's just
They ruined it.
well,
It was beyond
Resurrection was
repair.
rough enough. It's like
It was
Yeah,
beyond
that's
repair at
need
that
more.
It's
point.
a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, very bad.
I liked.
All right.
This is from the writer of Legion and Fargo. And
Ooh.
Fargo is one of my favorite shows of all time. And there's actually a lot of Fargo alum in the show, like people that have been in that show, just
Nice.
actors and stuff. So it's cool, kind of seeing him stick with his gang of creatives. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, you think there's going to be kind of that type of vibe in this where it's like a slow burn, but then the stuff happens, it's like mind-boggling, like Fargo. I hope there's
Yeah,
kind of that aspect.
I'd certainly expect the writing on this show to be the strongest part of it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be heavy on story and heavy on character.
Well, they're already starting off well. You always have to have like a short-haired woman as your lead.
Yeah,
actress.
I know.
Yep, you do.
That's
You
like
always
a,
have to
like
have
a trope at this point. If you don't do it, you're not doing it right. So
that. Nice. Yeah. She's got to take care of her daughter or something, or who knows.
her cat.
Her cat.
Exactly.